I've always had a passion for being around and learning about animals. When I was younger, going to zoos and animal parks was always a part of my life. I wanted to share my passion with family and friends, so I started working with people that loved animals as much as I did, and my YouTube channel was born. Welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm here with Fashid at the Memphis Zoo. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What do we have here behind us?
Okay, so behind us we have a mom and a calf Nile hippopotamus. So Nile hippopotamus, obviously they spend majority of their time in the water. In Africa, things it's really hot, and most of the day you find them in the water bathing. Most of the activity on the land happens at night because it's cooler and they get to roam around, and they're herbivores, they eat vegetation. So that makes sense for them to come out during the night, most of the time during the day in the water.
You said they eat plant matter, so what do you do to kind of simulate that in captivity?
Right. So during different times of a day, we switch animals, and during that switching time, we give them hay in the back. If I gave them their hay, their alfalfa, and their grass hay on exhibit, most of that material is going to end up in the pool, and the guests are not going to have as good of a viewing as they do now. But they also get pellet, and pellet is the mineral and vitamins and vegetables that are all combined together and gives them all the nutrition that they need. And they love cantaloupe, they love melons, they love bananas, they love apple, but those are all extra stuff that we give them during the training session.
And how big is this pool? Because we can see here that it is a really large pool for these two hippos.
Right. So this pool, when we opened it up in April of 2016, it was 200,000 gallons. There's 200,000 gallons of water that it is maintained at the temperature of 75 to 78 degrees year round.
And why is it kept so warm?
For one of the reasons is because we like to have our hippos outside all year round, and generally speaking, it's not a good feeling to go into a cold water and bathe in it. The other reason is because we maintain tilapia inside the pool, and tilapia are warm water fish, so we need to maintain that temperature in order to keep the fish in there as well.
So how old is the baby hippo?
Baby hippo is she's little over 5 months old, and she's little over 400 pounds.
And I imagine like this cute little baby hippos bring in a lot of attention to this exhibit.
Yeah, she has her own following. She has a group of people that regularly come to zoo, and they follow her movement. In the morning when we open up at 9 o'clock, when we put her out first, she is attention hog. She goes around, rolls around underwater, trying to grab attention. And it seems like she likes to entertain with the member of our guests, because she loves kids. As kids run the underwater viewing, she swims in the water with them. It's really cool to see.
Well, I might just it looks like they're kind of sleeping right now, so probably won't be able to see that. But I feel like that's quite the sight to see.
Yeah, in the morning they have a burst of energy, and right around 4:30, 5 o'clock, that burst of energy comes back, because that's the time that we usually shift them in to send another group of hippos out. So that's when they get active and they get excited about interacting.
So are these animals endangered or no?
Yeah, they're not currently listed as endangered, but the numbers are rapidly going down. They're going down because as we pay close attention to poaching of the elephants and rhinos, and as poachers starting to feel the heat about being arrested or getting killed for shooting animals, they're gravitating more and more toward harvesting the tusks of the hippos. And that's one of the reasons the numbers are going down. The other reason the numbers are going down is that human population is encroaching in their habitat more and more, and that encroachment within their habitat always causes a conflict. Whenever there is a human and animal conflict, it's unfortunately
because they haven't adapted to deal with us. We're just kind of moving on to their land.
We are moving around, and then these guys are dependent on water. They like to be in the water. Water is really precious in Africa, so human settlements are getting bigger and bigger around the water, bodies of water. Whenever that happens, the conflict happens because they come across. These guys, as docile as they look like, they do have a good burst of running. So when villagers come to the water for washing their clothes and whatnot, if they come across a group of hippos, the hippo charges out. So these guys are really dangerous out there. And whenever that happens, somebody ends up getting shot, and that's that.
And especially during droughts when water is very little,
You're bringing up together a lot of people and a lot of hippos and other animals, like crocodiles and other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate situation, is that their population has become fragmented because Africa has experienced a drought. The fragmented population in different national parks and forests have caused animals to become really inbred at some point, and that inbreeding is going to cause problems down the road for diseases and all of that. And that's all.
And that's not a healthy breeding population.
It's not a healthy breeding population.
You can't exactly breed those with healthy hippos because then you have a bunch of issues going down the family tree.
The best solution for all of us is that we, as a human, have to come to the grass that we do live around animals and we do need to respect their space. And by respecting their space, I can almost guarantee that they will respect our space, because they look at us as a threat and they're going to stay away from us. By giving each other the respect for the space that we need, I think over time our grandkids are going to end up seeing our hippos as opposed to them disappearing.
What is one of your favorite things about this species of animal?
About the hippos, one of my favorite is how responsive they are. I mean, her mom Benti is trained. There's a group of keepers that work with these guys, and she's really attentive during the training session. She pays close attention. She shifts. She targets. We are getting them to go on top of the scale so we can get weight from them. And overall, these guys are they're not receiving the credit of being smart. In fact, they are extremely smart. They're amazing to work with, and being close to something that weighs about 3,600 pounds, it gives you a feeling that you don't get when you are standing next to a smaller animal.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about these hippos. And if you guys enjoyed this week's episode, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @ColeShirt. As always, I'll see you next week.